Great question. I'm glad you asked. Today's video is meant to take a slight step back, talk about why I'm even on YouTube in the first place, where this channel is going, who this is really for, and what I hope to get out of this channel myself. If you're new and don't know, my name is Dan Joshua, and I like to consider myself a creative entrepreneur. If you've seen the new channel banner, learning, making, and monetizing pretty much sums up how I like to think of entrepreneurship. As to the creative aspect, I've taken an interest in photography, video, YouTube, and social media over the last year and a half. So essentially, it's in this creative space that I hope to keep aggressively learning, to create a community around people doing similar things, and then to ultimately test products, solutions, or services for the problems that people are facing in that community. I've always been visually creative and I've always tinkered around with side projects, even since I was a young kid. So this is just the kind of thing that I find most fun. If any of that resonates, this channel is for you. Whether you're just starting out with photography or you're more experienced in the journey that you've already started, I hope I can make content on this channel that helps you learn, make, and monetize yourselves. Photography and YouTube are going to be two main themes here. I've been spending some time trying to get additional freelance photography gigs, and I also have a separate YouTube channel dedicated to hockey tech. And so those two topics are very top of mind for me right now. Another focus is going to be helping beginners and enthusiasts choose the right gear. Buying a camera is pretty painful in some respects. There are so many brands, so many choices, and so much to know even before you feel comfortable getting to the point of making that final decision. For many of us, myself included, a camera is not a small purchase, and so it takes a long time to do that research and watch enough reviews. My next video will be about how I chose the Canon Rebel T7i as my first camera, why it made sense for me, and why it might make sense for you. If you're wondering about how to get into photography and are feeling overwhelmed, please send me a DM on Instagram or leave a comment below. I'd love to try and do what I can to help you through that decision and save you a ton of time. And then, like I said, I'm excited about making better videos specifically for YouTube. And whatever I learn, I'd love to pass on to help you jumpstart that journey if that's something that you're into as well. One thing that I can already share with confidence is that if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you need to do just that and start. In fact, I challenge you to put out your first video in the next 7 days. If you're watching, this is one of the many videos that I just have to make at the start of my journey in order to learn and progress, and you're gonna have to do the exact same thing. So it pays to start as early as possible. YouTube is not easy and it's pretty time consuming. So starting early lets you get the ball rolling, or potentially you figure out it's not a great fit for you, and that's also beneficial to find out as early as possible. Lots of people start making YouTube videos to make some side income, myself included. But make sure you have goals that are just important and that aren't tied to monetary success in case you don't have any luck on that front. For me, those goals are to get more comfortable speaking directly to the camera and to get better at video editing, specifically in the Adobe Creative Suite. But you need to figure out what those are for you. And finally, you can expect a fresh video here on the first day of each and every month, at least. Subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when I occasionally post on the 15th, anytime I have additional bandwidth throughout the month. Until next time, check out my favorite lens, the Canon 100mm macro.